Hello. This is Tarina Hines. That's my maiden name. This is what I was thinking of. It was this African, this Nigerian that I was having a problem with that kept following me throughout my UAOE Arts Entertainment Company. First of all, when you're talking about Facebook, TikTok, and Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram, you're talking about American companies, USA companies. So actually, I didn't steal anything. If I made my logo UAOE Arts Entertainment, that means I paid for it. If I paid for it through Northwest Registered Agent back in 2022, and I made it, handmade it, and I made up those letters, then it is mine. See, one thing the Africans don't understand is that, first of all, Facebook is part of the USA. He's a white boy from New York, okay? That's New York is part of the USA. See, one thing about me, I do not betray the USA people. When you're talking about another continent like Africa, and then you're talking about Nigeria is part of Africa. If we go into social studies and when we go into talking about culture history, you will find out that the black people and the Africans and the Nigerians are different cultures. I am not African American. I am American because I was born in America. It was a doctor that told me in 2016 to go back to Africa after he reported me. He was a white man in Phoenix, Arizona. He was at the Phoenix Children's Hospital. Before he took my son, Tajay James, from me, when I was there with him, first of all, I didn't live in Phoenix. I lived in Tucson, Arizona during that time because I was at the Bella Vista townhomes. He told me to go back to Africa. That's what he told me. Again, my name is Tarina, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. That is my birthright, is Chicago, Illinois. That's where my mother, Carolyn Lee, gave birth to me in 1984. I am a USA citizen. I'm not African. I'm not Nigerian. And Nigerians are broke anyway. They are the poorest culture. Between the Vietnamese and the Nigerians, they were broke. You notice that the Vietnamese women always marry white men. Notice that the Nigerians always try to come over. The Africans always try to come over to the USA to have an American dream. We were already in the American dream. We was already in a beautiful USA. USA is beautiful. Slavery came from Africa. It didn't even come from the USA. So what they did to me is what they did to an African. You treated me like an African woman. That's what DCS did wrong because they were stupid. They didn't know the difference between a black woman and an African. They didn't know that. And that's why it's identity fraud. I paid for UAOE. I designed UAOE. Those are my ideas on YouTube. And that I'm putting on TikTok. Those are my ideas. And I'm a USA citizen. TikTok is an American company. So when them Africans are using our companies, it's automatically the American people. So they should stay where they at in Africa, in Nigeria, wherever foreigner you are or illegal you are, you should stay where you at in your own community. I'm in Arizona. So all my stuff was supposed to went national around the USA. My logo supposed to went around the USA. It was not supposed to be in another country. It was supposed to be in the USA. UAOE is supposed to be in the USA because I'm a USA woman. So, that's how I could whoop her ass by saying, I'm going to whoop ass on an African and saying, excuse me, you're in my country. You're in my country. That is my logo. You might want to go back to Africa or stay where you at, because I'm where I'm at. I belong in the USA, and that's where I'm staying. Why should I have to leave if I'm from the USA? If I'm born and raised in Chicago, no, why should I have to leave? See, that's what Mexicans and white people got it wrong, and them Latinos. Why should I get ran out of Arizona for? Why? Why would you do me like an African? Why would you do me like a Nigerian? And them Egyptians don't even like some of them white people because they know white people are thieves and liars. And now I understand what them Egypt people was talking about. Them Egyptians. Now I understand what they talking about. I understand why they was doing witchcraft for so long, because they didn't trust the white people. They didn't trust them because they used to go in and steal stuff and steal treasure and try to claim it was theirs. Now I believe what them Egyptians was saying now. Now that I was going through this stuff with DCS 2016 and the group of racist people, the Mexicans and the white people in Arizona, now I understand what the Egyptians mean. At first I thought it was all a lie, but now I know what's going on now. Thank you, but no. UAOE is American, and it will always be American. Facebook is American. First of all, that man ain't even from no damn overseas. I don't think he even knew the difference between an African, a Nigerian, an Egyptian, or a black person. He don't even know the difference. He just know my skin color. That's all he knew, is my skin color. That's all. I'm not even dark skinned. I'm not even dark brown skinned. I'm a light, fair skinned woman. Light, fair, black woman. I'm a light brown woman. I'm not even dark brown. I'm not even like Wesley Snipes or Whoopi Goldberg skin color or Oprah Winfrey. I'm not even that dark.